Introduction of The Timeless Art of Turning Trials into Triumph Through Stoicism. Hey there, friend. I'm so glad you're holding this book in your hands. For years, I've been sharing ideas on how to live a better, more fulfilling life. Now I'm thrilled to introduce you to The Timeless Art of Turning Trials into Triumph Through Stoicism. Life, as we all know, isn't always a smooth ride. We face challenges, big and small. Sometimes it feels like the whole world is against us. We stumble, we fall, and we wonder how we'll ever get back up. But what if I told you that these very obstacles, these roadblocks, are actually opportunities in disguise? What if the thing that's holding you back is actually the key to unlocking your full potential? That's where Stoicism comes in. Now, don't let the fancy name scare you. Stoicism isn't some complicated ancient philosophy only for scholars. It's a practical, down-to-earth way of thinking that can help you navigate life's ups and downs with grace, courage, and wisdom. It's a set of tools and principles that have been used for centuries by people from all walks of life. Emperors, artists, soldiers, and ordinary people like you and me to overcome adversity and find inner peace. This book isn't about becoming a perfect Stoic overnight. It's about giving you the tools and the understanding to apply Stoic principles in your everyday life. We'll explore simple, actionable strategies to help you see challenges differently, learn how to reframe problems, turning them from daunting obstacles into opportunities for growth. Control what you can. Focus your energy on the things you can influence and let go of the things you can't. Develop inner resilience. Build a strong, unshakable core that can withstand any storm. Find peace in the present. Appreciate the simple joys of life and live fully in the moment, regardless of your circumstances. Make wiser decisions. Approach tricky situations with clear thinking, emotional control, and a strong sense of purpose. Throughout these pages, we'll unpack key Stoic concepts like virtue, wisdom, justice, and courage, and we'll see how they apply to modern-day dilemmas. We'll look at real-life stories and examples that you can easily relate to, so you can genuinely grasp the power of Stoicism and start using principles now. This isn't just a book, it's a journey to discover your hidden strength, build unshakable resilience, and find a deeper sense of meaning in your life. I am confident that once you are done with this book, you will be equipped with practical tools to overcome everyday challenges. So take a deep breath, turn the page, and let's embark on this transformative journey together. The journey for a more fulfilling and resilient you starts here. All right, champion, let's dive headfirst into Chapter 1, The Lighthouse Within, Finding Your Inner Compass. Listen up, because this is where the real magic begins. We're not talking about some fluffy feel-good stuff here. We're talking about building an unshakable core, a rock-solid foundation that can withstand any storm life throws your way. You see, life is unpredictable. It's a wild ocean, full of waves crashing down on you when you least expect it. Some days, the sun shines, and the water's calm. Other days, boom! A rogue wave threatens to swallow you whole. So what do? Panic? Flail around hoping someone will rescue you? No way! Instead, we're going to build a lighthouse within you. This lighthouse isn't made of brick and mortar, it's built with the bricks of Stoicism. Now, don't let that word scare you. Stoicism isn't some dusty old philosophy only for ancient Greeks. It's a practical, powerful toolkit you can use right now to navigate the crazy ups and downs of your life. The core idea is simple. Focus on what you can control. Think about it. You can't control the weather, the stock market, or what other people think of you. Stressing about these things is like trying to stop the tide with your bare hands. Frustrating and pointless. But guess what you can control? Your thoughts. Your actions, your reactions. That's where your power lies. Imagine you're stuck in traffic. You can't magically make the cars disappear, right? You could explode with anger, honk your horn uselessly, and let frustration ruin your day. Or, you can choose to take that opportunity to listen to your favorite podcast, plan your next project, or simply practice patience. See the difference? The traffic jam is the storm, your reaction is your lighthouse. This isn't about suppressing your emotions, it's about understanding them. About recognizing that you have a choice in how you respond to the world. Take the time to really assess what is happening inside you, and choose a path forward, instead of impulsivity. So how do you build this inner lighthouse? By starting to focus your energy on the things that matter. your character, your values, and your commitment to living a life of purpose. Start small. Next time you feel yourself getting angry or anxious about something outside your control, take a deep breath. Remind yourself that you can't change the situation, but you can change your response. This isn't a one-and-done deal, my friend. This is a journey. A constant effort to strengthen your inner compass and find clarity amidst the chaos. But trust me, it's the most worthwhile journey you'll ever take. So dig deep, find that inner strength, and let your lighthouse shine. The world needs people who can navigate their own storms with grace and courage. And that person, my friend, is you. All right, champion. Are you ready to unlock the incredible power you already possess? Let's dive headfirst into Chapter 2, Seeing Clearly, the Power of Perception. Listen, friend, the world isn't just out there, it's what you make of it right here. Your perception, that's the lens through which you experience everything. A cloudy lens, you see problems. A clear lens, you see possibilities. Think of it this way. Ever notice how two people can experience the same event and react completely differently? That's the power of perception in action. One might crumble under pressure, while the other rises to the occasion, stronger than before. The event is the same, but the story they tell themselves about it? Worlds apart. Now, let's get real. Life throws curveballs. It's messy, unpredictable. Bad things happen. But the meaning you give those events? That's 100% within your control. That is what shapes your reality. Think of your thoughts as an internal GPS. If the coordinates are wrong, you'll get lost. Let's take a local store owner. David experienced a drop in sales during a recession. He had the natural reaction to get stressed. He could have spiraled, "This is the end. I'm going to lose everything. The world is against me." Sound familiar? But David decided to stop and adopt a new perspective. Instead of viewing the recession as a catastrophe, he asked himself, okay, what can I control? How can I use this challenge as an opportunity? He surveyed the market. What are customers wanting now? The answer was in quality products at reasonable price. In the end of recession, not only was David able to save his business, but was able to find his target market. David's shift in perception, it didn't magically erase the recession, but it changed everything. Instead of being a victim of circumstance, he became a resourceful problem solver. So what's your recession? What challenge are you facing right now? Don't let fear and negative thoughts cloud your vision. Challenge those interpretations. Ask yourself, is this really as bad as I think it is? Is there another way to look at this? What can I learn from this? You have the power to choose your perspective. You have the power to create a brighter reality. So start seeing clearly, my friend. The world is waiting for you to unlock your potential. All right, let's get fired up. You've got the power inside you to conquer anything. Chapter 3, Action over Angst, Embracing Calculated Action. Hey there, champion. Ever felt that grip of fear, that tightening in your chest when facing a challenge? That's angst, my friend, and it loves to keep you stuck. But guess what? You are not stuck. You are powerful enough to shift gears. Forget endless worrying. Forget overthinking. It's time to take action. But not just any action. Calculated action, which is smart action that solves your problem. What is calculated action? Instead of letting fear freeze you, calculated action means taking deliberate, well-thought-out steps towards your goals. It's about moving forward, even when you don't have all the answers. Remember that big tasks can overwhelm you. When faced with a daunting challenge, break it down into smaller, digestible tasks. One small step can lead to significant progress. Think of it like this. You are driving at night and only your headlights illuminate the path ahead. You might not see the whole journey, but you can see what's right in front of you, right? Each step moves you closer. Let's say John, a seasoned marketing expert, lost his high-paying job due to company restructuring. Angst might tell him, you are too old to find a new job, or the market is too tough, but this will keep him stuck and inactive. Action says, let's analyze the situation. Instead of panicking, John takes a deep breath and starts creating a list. Action. He updates his resume and LinkedIn profile. Action. He reaches out to his network. Action. He researches in-demand marketing skills. Action. He enrolls in a short online course to upskill. Action. He doesn't know exactly where he will end up, but he's moving. Each calculated step chipped away at the anxiety, replaced it with purpose and progress. John also faced rejection, but he didn't let them derail him. Each no was a lesson, a chance to refine his approach. Rejection is feedback. Remember that. See? Action transforms fear into momentum. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Don't wait until you have all the answers. Start now. Start small. Just start. Take that first calculated step and watch the magic unfold. You've got this. The world needs your energy, your skills, your passion. Don't let angst hold you back. Choose action. Choose progress. Choose you. This is your moment. Seize it with both hands and never let go. All right, champions. Let's dive headfirst into something powerful, something that can change your life in ways you can't even imagine right now. Acceptance. This isn't about giving up. Not even close. It's about seeing things as they are, raw and unfiltered, and choosing how you respond. It's about finding the sweet spot of acceptance, loving what is. Think of it like this. You're in a relationship. Let's say your partner, Alex, has a habit of leaving dishes in the sink. You've asked, pleaded, maybe even yelled. We've all been there. But the dishes keep piling up. Now, you have two choices. You can drive yourself crazy, fueled by anger and resentment. Every dish becomes a symbol of disrespect, a personal affront, a sign that Alex doesn't care. You spend your energy fuming, and guess what? The dishes are still there. Or you can find the sweet spot of acceptance. This doesn't mean you suddenly love dirty dishes. It means you acknowledge the reality. Alex is a person who sometimes leaves dishes in the sink. This is a fact. Can you change Alex completely? Probably not. But can you change your reaction and what you can influence? Absolutely. Maybe you decide to put on some music and wash the dishes together, turning it into a small bonding activity instead of a battle. Maybe you set up a friendly reminder system. Or maybe you decide it is a deal breaker and have a discussion about it. What matters is you stop fighting reality. You accept Alex's current behavior, and then you choose a practical, solution-oriented response. Acceptance isn't passive. It's active discernment. It's the foundation for wise action. It asks, okay, this is how it is. Now what's my best move? It frees up your energy to tackle the real issues, to communicate effectively, to build the relationship you desire. Don't waste another minute fighting against the tide. Instead, learn the dance. Learn to accept what is, and then powerfully, bravely, choose your next step. The sweet spot of acceptance is waiting for you. Go find it and unleash your phenomenal potential. All right, champ. Get ready to level up. You think discipline is a drag? Think it's all about restriction and missing out? Wrong. Let's flip that script. Discipline, my friend, is the superpower that unlocks your freedom. It's the turbo boost on the road to your dreams. Chapter 5, Finding Joy in Discipline, the Art of Self-Control. Self-control ain't restriction, it's direction. Ever watched a world-class athlete at the peak of their game? LeBron James sinking a three-pointer, Serena Williams crushing a serve. Sure, they're talented, but that's only half the story. The real secret sauce? Relentless discipline. Hours and hours of practice, pushing through pain, saying no to distractions, all for that moment of glory. Now, are they forced to do all that? No way, they choose it. Why? Because they know that short-term suffering, aka discipline, leads to long-term joy and achievement. They understand that self-control isn't limiting them. It's liberating them to reach their full potential. Think about it. LeBron probably wanted to binge on pizza and play video games sometimes, but he didn't. He chose the disciplined path. Diet, training, strategizing. And where did it get him? To the top. He controlled his impulses to achieve his goals. Discipline isn't about being a robot. It's about making conscious choices aligned with your values and dreams. It's about knowing what fuels you and nourishes your soul, and actively choosing that over instant gratification. Maybe your goal isn't winning championships. Maybe it's writing a book, starting a business, or just becoming a kinder person. The principle is the same. Discipline is the engine that drives you forward. It's the bridge between where you are now and where you want to be. So, ditch the idea that discipline is boring. Welcome it as your personal growth accelerator. Embrace the challenge. Find the joy in the process. Because when you master self-control, you master your destiny. You've got this. Now go out there and be disciplined. All right, champion. Get ready to rumble, because in this chapter, we're building the resilience muscle. Forget folding under pressure. We're turning setbacks into launch pads. Chapter 6. Turning setbacks into stepping stones. The resilience muscle. Listen, life throws punches, uppercuts, jabs, the whole shebang. It's not if you'll get knocked down, but when. The key isn't avoiding the hits. It's how fast you get back up, stronger than before. That's resilience. And like any muscle, you gotta work it. First, ditch the drama. When things go wrong, resist the urge to scream, shout, or blame the universe. Unless you have real proof the universe is out to get you, then email me. Instead, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? Mistakes aren't failures. They're feedback. Valuable, brutal, honest feedback. They are opportunities to learn and get better. Imagine an artist, let's call him Alex, spends months creating a masterpiece. Shows it everywhere, total silence, no sales, lots of rejections. Many would quit. But what if Alex chooses to see the rejections as feedback? Maybe the style isn't connecting, the pricing is off, or the presentation needs work. Alex analyzes, adapts, experiments, and then creates again. He looks at his mistakes, not as failures, but as pointers for his next big success. That's the growth mindset, folks. Instead of seeing setbacks as proof of your inadequacy, I'm just not good enough, you view them as temporary, learnable challenges. I'm not good enough yet. Here's how to build that resilience muscle. Embrace failure as learning. Write down what went wrong, what you learned, and what you'll do differently next time. Turn it into a post-mortem, not a pity party. Focus on controllable factors. You can't control the economy, the weather, or other people's opinions. But you can control your effort, your attitude, and your response. Focus on that. Celebrate small wins. Building resilience is a marathon, not a sprint. Acknowledge and celebrate every step forward, no matter how small. It'll keep you motivated. Practice self-compassion. Be kind to yourself. Everyone messes up. Treat yourself with the same understanding and support you'd offer a friend. Don't let setbacks define you. Let them refine you. Turn those stumbles into springboards and show the world and yourself what you're truly capable of. Now get out there and get resilient. All right, champion, let's dive headfirst into Chapter 7, The Power of Now, Presence Over Panic. Listen, you're capable of amazing things, but you can't unleash that potential if you're stuck dwelling on yesterday or worrying about tomorrow. The only real power you have is right here, right now. Let me tell you why this is so vital. Ever feel like your brain is a runaway train? Work deadlines piling up, kids needing you at all hours, relationships needing attention? It's easy to get swept away by anxiety. You're thinking 10 steps ahead, replaying past mistakes, and feeling utterly overwhelmed. That's panic mode, my friend. It's a productivity killer and a joy stealer. The Stoics knew this struggle. They weren't superhuman. They simply had a superpower, the ability to focus on what they could control. What can you control? Not the traffic jam, not your boss's unreasonable demands, but your reaction to them. And that reaction starts with being present. This is Stoicism 101. How do we do it? Simple. When you feel that anxiety creeping in, pause. Take a deep breath. Become aware of your surroundings. Feel your feet on the ground. What can you see? What can you hear? Bring yourself back to this moment. Workplace stress got you down? You're thinking about the presentation next week, the angry client, the mountain of emails? Stop. Focus on the task at hand. Break it down. Can you write one email? Make one phone call? Completing small tasks mindfully builds momentum and combats the feeling of being overwhelmed. It is like building a house, stone by stone. Imagine you are John, a construction worker who needs to build an office building. He keeps thinking how hard and long it will take to finish the entire building. However, if he just focuses on laying each single brick very carefully, then his work will become very efficient and be able to finish building the office faster than he thought will. The Stoics call this premeditatio malorum, thinking about things that might go wrong. But the key is to prepare, not panic. Anticipate challenges, but don't let them paralyze you. When the time comes, deal with them in the present moment, one step at a time. Presence isn't a destination. It's a practice. It's a muscle you need to flex daily. So breathe deep, stay present, and conquer. You've got this. All right, champion, grab your dancing shoes, because in this chapter, we're not just talking about change, we're embracing it. We're learning to waltz with impermanence. Chapter 8. Embracing Impermanence, the Dance of Change. Look around. Nothing stays the same. The seasons change. Friendships evolve. Technology leaps forward like a caffeinated kangaroo. Trying to hold on to things exactly as they are is like trying to catch smoke. Frustrating and pointless. Understanding this fundamental truth that everything changes is the key to unlocking incredible inner peace and power. Seriously, think about it. How much mental energy do you waste dreading what-ifs? What if I lose my job? What if my relationship ends? What if this new technology makes my skills obsolete? All based on the fear of the unknown, the fear of change. But fear, my friend, is a liar. It tells you change is bad. It whispers that the familiar is safe. Don't listen. Change, while sometimes uncomfortable, is also opportunity. It's growth. It's the chance to become stronger, wiser, and more resilient. Let's talk about technology. It's a prime example. Remember when everyone was terrified of computers taking over? Well, they did change things, drastically. But they also created countless new opportunities, new jobs, new connections. Instead of fearing AI or automation, ask yourself, how can I adapt? How can I learn new skills that complement these technologies? How can I use these tools to create something amazing? Think of a river. Does it fight the bends and turns? No, it flows around obstacles, adapting to the terrain. You need to be like that river. Acknowledge the inevitable, and then navigate it with grace and determination. Here's a practical tip. Practice letting go. Start small. Maybe it's reorganizing your closet and donating clothes you haven't worn in a year. Maybe it's trying a new hobby that scares you a little. Each time you consciously let go of the old, you create space for the new and exciting. Remember John, a skilled carpenter. He used to make wooden furniture when plastic furniture became popular. Instead of complaining, John joined a local school and learned CAD. He combines his carpentry skills with CAD to create custom and fancy wooden interior decorations which are popular in modern time. Now John is making more money and also enjoys his work. Don't fear the dance of change. Embrace it. Be flexible, be curious, and be ready to learn. Life is an ever-evolving adventure, and by embracing impermanence, you'll be ready to dance to any beat it throws your way. Now go out there and own it. All right, champion. Let's dive headfirst into Chapter 9. Kindness as Strength, the Power of Empathy. Listen, a lot of folks think being strong means being tough as nails, emotionless rocks. They think Stoicism, this awesome philosophy we're exploring, is about shutting down your feelings. Wrong. I'm here to tell you that true strength, the kind that lasts, is fueled by kindness and understanding. It's powered by empathy. Empathy, what's that? It's putting yourself in someone else's shoes, feeling what they feel, seeing the world from their perspective. It's not just feeling sorry for them. It's understanding why they feel the way they do. Now, some people shy away from empathy because they think it makes them weak. They fear getting sucked in by other people's problems. But I'm telling you, handled right, empathy is your superpower. Think about it. How can you truly help someone, truly solve a problem, if you don't understand the other person's point of view? You can't. Let's look at a tough situation like a family dispute. Imagine a brother and sister, John and Emily, arguing over their inheritance after their parents passed away. John feels he deserves more because he helped care for their parents in their final years. Emily feels resentment because she lives further away and was never asked to do as much. Without empathy, all you see is a shouting match and stubbornness. But with empathy, you might see John's deep-seated need for recognition and appreciation for his sacrifice. You might also see Emily's feelings of guilt and helplessness for not being more involved, which is amplified by this inheritance. The disagreement boils down to feelings of being unappreciated and helpless. Then the money is secondary. If you are involved, encourage them to communicate their feelings, not just their demands. Ask John to express what he misses about his parents. Ask Emily how she feels about her parents passing away. By understanding each other's underlying emotions, they are more likely to find a resolution that feels fair to both sides. Using empathy, John and Emily can see past their own hurt and begin to understand each other. It will help them to solve the issue faster and preserve what's truly important, their familial bond. Empathy is a muscle that requires conscious effort and regular flexing. Now get out there and practice seeing the world through other people's eyes. You might be surprised to find what you discover and how truly powerful you become. Here's a chapter for your book, written as requested. Chapter 10. The Value of Virtue, Living a Meaningful Life. All right, champion, let's talk about something truly awesome. Living a life that means something. Not just chasing the next shiny object, but building a rock-solid foundation of virtue that makes you a better person, day after day. The ancients, especially the Stoics, knew what was up. They zeroed in on 4 cornerstone virtues: wisdom, justice, courage, and temperance. These aren't just dusty old words, they're superpowers waiting to be unlocked within you. Wisdom. This isn't about having all the answers. Nobody does. It's about being a lifelong learner, thinking critically, and understanding the difference between what you can control and what you can't. So start observing, start learning, and start thinking, and you will find that you have the wisdom that you need to succeed. Justice. This is about fairness, equality, and treating everyone with respect and empathy. It's about standing up for what is right, even when it's hard. Think about it. Are you a source of fairness in your relationships, at work, in your community? Start with small acts of justice, and watch your positive influence grow. Courage. It's not the absence of fear, my friend. It's about facing your fears head-on, taking risks, and doing what needs to be done, even when you're terrified. Every single day, you can challenge yourself with all of your resources, so give it a shot. Temperance. This is self-control. It's about moderation, balance, and avoiding extremes. It's about delaying gratification and not being a slave to your desires. It's about practicing self-discipline. Ethical entrepreneur example. Consider a coffee company, Bean to Good, that sources its beans directly from farmers, paying fair and sustainable prices. They invest in the farmers' communities, providing education and resources. They package their coffee in eco-friendly materials and actively promote ethical consumption. They prioritize justice and temperance and give the best of their wisdom. They demonstrate courage by doing what is right, even when it is not the most cost-effective option. This is what a virtuous life looks like in action. It's not about perfection, it's about progress. It's about choosing to live a life of meaning, integrity, and positive impact. You got this. All right, everyone, buckle up. Today, we're building your internal citadel. Think of it as your personal mental fortress, a sanctuary where you call the shots and protect your peace of mind. Life throws enough curveballs your way. You don't need to let every stray thought and negative vibe invade your headspace. So how do we construct this fortress? It starts with boundaries. Imagine your mind is your home. Would you leave the door wide open for anyone to wander in unwanted? Of course not. Boundaries are those doors and walls. They're saying, this is what I will and will not allow into my mental space. It can be tricky, because we're wired to connect with others. However, some people are emotional sponges, soaking up everyone else's feelings. They are highly sensitive, often feeling things more deeply. Think of Alex at work. Every time there's a conflict, Alex feels the tension like a physical weight, getting anxious and drained. Alex isn't weak. They just need stronger boundaries. Building your citadel means learning to say no to things that deplete you. Negative conversations, excessive social media, commitments that stretch you too thin. It's about consciously choosing what you let in. Saying no doesn't make you a bad person. It makes you a guardian of your own well-being. Next, patrol the interior. This is about managing your own thoughts and reactions. Are you harboring negativity? Are you replaying stressful scenarios in your mind? Challenge those thoughts. Replace them with positive affirmations, gratitude, or a simple focus on the present moment. Remember, this isn't about shutting yourself off from the world. It's about creating a safe space within yourself so that you can engage with the world from a position of strength, resilience, and inner peace. Start small, practice daily, and watch your internal citadel rise. You've got this. Okay, here we go. Get ready to unleash your potential. Chapter 12. Finding Freedom in Constraints, the Paradox of Choice. Hey, champion. Ever feel overwhelmed by too many options? Like staring at a menu with 100 items and freezing up? That's the paradox of choice biting you. We think endless possibilities equal endless happiness. But often, they lead to overwhelm and inaction. Guess what? Constraints can be your superpower. Think of it this way. A painter with only 3 colors has to get really creative. A writer with a page limit has to choose their words with precision. It's the limitation that sparks the mind. Let me tell you about Ethan. Ethan was a doctor stationed in a tiny, remote village. Limited resources, a small clinic, and, often, very basic equipment. He could have been defeated, complained, wallowed in self-pity. But Ethan got innovative. He couldn't order fancy medical equipment, so he learned to adapt existing supplies. He trained locals to assist, empowering them and multiplying his impact. He became a master of diagnosis with limited tests. He discovered he had more influence in the village, which was far greater than his contribution to the big city hospital. He found freedom, effectiveness, and deep satisfaction because of the constraints. He saw the limitation as an opportunity to grow and innovate. What about you? What limitations do you see in your life or work? Are you complaining about them, or are you looking for the Ethan-style opportunity hidden within? A tight budget? A small team? Limited time? Those aren't roadblocks. They're launch pads. Embrace the challenge. See what creative solutions you can unlock when you're forced to think outside the box. Realize you can have the freedom to thrive even in challenging environments. You might just surprise yourself with what you can achieve. Now go out there and turn those limitations into your greatest advantages. You got this. Chapter 13. The Art of Detachment, Letting Go of What Doesn't Serve You. All right, champion. Let's talk about something powerful. Detachment. Now, before you imagine a cold, unfeeling robot, pump the brakes. That's not what we're going for here. Detachment isn't about being emotionless. It's about freedom. Freedom from the chains of things that are not good for you that you cannot control. Think of it like this. You're holding a hot coal. You grip it tight because you think it defines you. Maybe it represents success. Maybe it's a relationship. But it's burning you. Detachment is simply dropping the coal. It's realizing that it's not up to you to decide how long the coal lasts. You letting go of something that hurting you means you can find something better. Detachment is recognizing the source of your pain. This includes toxic people are like a leak that drains you. So ask yourself, who brings more drama, negativity, and pain into your life? Who consistently disrespects your boundaries? It is time to move on from people like that. Detachment isn't easy. It's like a muscle. You need to train it. The first step is awareness. Start noticing where you're overly attached. Is it your job, your social media following, your ex? Once you identify these attachments, start loosening your grip. Begin to distance from these attachments. Remember, you've got this. Each small step you take toward detachment is a victory. Chapter 14. Gratitude as a Foundation, Appreciating the Good. All right, let's talk gratitude. Listen up, because this isn't just some fluffy feel-good stuff. This is a power move. Gratitude, real gratitude, is the solid rock you build your life upon. Think of it as the bedrock of happiness, the anchor in a storm, ready to unleash its power. Life throws curveballs, we know. Things go wrong, but dwelling on what's missing, that's a one-way ticket to Miseryville. Gratitude flips the script. It forces you to look at what you have, what's working, even in the midst of chaos. So how do we cultivate this superpower? Simple. Small steps, big impact. First, the gratitude journal. I know it sounds basic, but grab a notebook and every day write down 3 things you're grateful for. Don't overthink it. A hot cup of coffee, a sunny day, a friend's kind word. The small stuff adds up. Second, the thank you note. Seriously, write a thank you note. Not an email, a real handwritten note. Thank someone who has helped you, supported you, or simply made your life a little brighter. You'll make their day and boost your own happiness in the process. It is win-win. Celebrating small achievements is key. Did you finally finish that daunting task? Did you get a good review at work? Did you finally learn how to cook something new? Acknowledge it. Revel in it. Don't brush it off. You made it happen. Go for it, dude/dudette. You deserve that moment. Acknowledge your growth, your resilience, and your successes. This isn't about arrogance. It's about self-appreciation. Here's an example. Let's say Tom lost his job. A tough situation, right? Easy to get swallowed by negativity. But Tom, instead of wallowing, focused on what he had. He was grateful for his health, his supportive family, and the skills he'd gained in his previous role. He started each day by writing down these things. It didn't magically solve his problems, but it gave him the strength and perspective to tackle the job search with a positive attitude. In his journal, Tom wrote something like, "Today I managed to send 5 applications for new jobs." That would be one small achievement Tom would be grateful for. Gratitude isn't about ignoring problems, it is all about gaining a positive perspective. It's about shifting your focus, finding the light in the darkness, and building a foundation of appreciation that will carry you through anything. So get to it, champ. Start practicing gratitude today and watch your world transform. Now go out there and live a great life. Okay, folks, are you ready to live a life of unshakable peace and deep-rooted joy? Then let's dive headfirst into the final chapter, the timeless path, integrating Stoicism into your life. This isn't some abstract philosophy we've been chatting about. It's a practical toolkit for thriving. You've learned the core principles, now it's time to live them. Ready to turn knowledge into power? I know you are. Daily dose of Stoicism, your action plan. First, make it a habit. Incorporate these practices into your daily routine. Think of it like brushing your teeth, essential for mental hygiene. Morning meditation, 5 to 10 minutes. Start your day grounded. Focus on your breath. Acknowledge your anxieties, your to-do lists, but don't let them control you. Remind yourself, I can only control my thoughts and actions. Visualize tackling upcoming challenges with calm and reason. Evening review, 5 to 10 minutes. Reflect on your day. What went well? What could you have handled better? Did you choose to respond rationally or react emotionally? Don't beat yourself up. Learn from it. Practice gratitude regularly. This isn't just writing down happy thoughts. It's about recognizing and appreciating the blessings in your life, big or small. Maintain a gratitude journal. Every day, write down 3 things you are thankful for and why. The point is not to just state them, but truly feel and understand the blessing you have at your disposal. Facing challenges like a stoic champ. Life throws curveballs. It just does. But being upset or worrying about it won't change anything. This is where Stoicism really shines. Remind yourself that external events are outside your control, but your response, that's your domain. What can I control here? What action can I take, no matter how small, to move in the right direction? Instead of panicking, ask yourself, what virtue does this situation call for? Courage? Patience? Wisdom? Lean into that virtue and act accordingly. Beyond the now what? This journey isn't a destination, it's a way of life. Each day brings new opportunities to practice, to grow, to become a better version of yourself. You build up resilience like you build up muscles in the gym. Don't look for quick fixes, look for personal growth. Embrace the journey, the challenges, the imperfections, because that, my friends, is where true strength and happiness reside. Do not focus about the destination, but enjoy every step of the journey. Now go out there and live it. You got this.